Yo, what's happening, people? It's your boy Michael Griggs, and welcome back to Griggs Talks, where we talk all things sports. And welcome back to another match reaction. Manchester United beat Aston Villa 2-1. Mctominay late winner. You know the vibes. Six-man Scott McTominay, low key, kind of could consider savior of our season this year, right? The Brentford goal, and now you have the goal today. Other countless goals. I think the brace against Chelsea, that kind of stuff. So McTominay's been clutch, and he was clutch today in a substitution that I criticized. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta hold your hand up, be like, you know what? I was wrong. So yeah, just a big win for Man United. But we'll talk about the game, lineup, all that kind of stuff. You guys know the vibes. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I know Staff's gonna be redirecting soon. He's not very happy about my title. Not gonna lie. I just wrote the first title that came to my head. Top four is technically still on. We've said it all week. It's a 6-pointer. If United have any hope of achieving top four this season, they had to win today, and they did that. So technically, I'm just saying the facts, right? And technically, Scott McTominay saved us. So you know what? The game's a game. But yeah, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, brother Joe, all that kind of stuff. In terms of the lineup, it was I think the same lineup that we started against what's it called, West Ham last week, except the only difference was the fact that Leach is obviously out, so Harry Maguire came in. I was happy to see Harry Maguire come in at left center back. The big decision was always going to be who was going to play the left center back role. Now that Leach is gone, will he go to Luke Shaw and play like Dallo left back and someone else at right back, like a Lindelof, for example, or would he stick at Shaw left back and then go with Maguire Brown pairing? And that's exactly what he did. So I'm happy in terms of that he did. Just check the comments. Obviously, I think Staffy's rates coming through right now. Marco L. Grimmingham fraud. Oh, yeah. Big up Grimmingham. This is my legacy, man. This is Omar's fault. McGremingham. Hoyland pimping over the cracks. We'll get to that discussion later because I know the big decision is what is United right now, right? So, also from Safi, yo, I woke up this morning, right? And the first thing I see is I go look at the Arsenal score and I see 4-0. I'm like, GG. I think that Rory guy that when I was in the terrace on Thursday predicted like a 5-0, 6-0. Hey man, what was he cooking? Bro, I'm just stating a factual title. Top four is technically still on. It is mathematically possible. It is really mathematically possible. And technically, McTominay saved United. Did he not score the winner goal? It's a correct title. It's a factual title. That's what a fact means. If you check the dictionary. Well, that back three. We'll talk about the back three. We'll talk about the progression of the performance and that kind of stuff. Let me start this comment. Let me talk about Ten Hag. But yeah, back to the lineup. Yeah, United obviously that was a Rich Goldberg's thumbnail. But honestly, I put the thumbnail within like 2 minutes. I don't even know what Mark Goldberg's thumbnail is looking like. I'm not gonna lie. Title race jokes. Yeah, ain't no title race over here, bro. The title race is on the other side of Manchester, and that's in North London and Liverpool. We're not a part of that. But yeah, the lineup I was happy with, and in terms of the performance to start off, it was okay. I mean, the first 20 minutes I thought we were decent. We had a couple chances. We looked threatening on the counter. We looked very defensively solid. In terms of the shape, I think it was like a 4-1-4-1. And sometimes a 4-4-2 out of possession. We kind of try to mimic what Chelsea did over their midweek against Villa, where Chelsea nullified them. They played them off the park, right? And we tried to do a similar setup, and it worked for the first 20 minutes. I thought we were good on the counter. Garnacho got into a couple threatening areas. Rashford got into a couple threatening areas. A couple offsides where we probably should have held our line, kind of similar to the first game against Villa, where we were constantly offside, right? So it was a good first 20 minutes. And then we scored, obviously, off a set piece. Hallelujah. Maybe we try to do what Arsenal did this morning and score off set pieces. It was a good cross. I think Bruno put the corner into Maguire. Maguire kind of like nodded it off, and Hoyland was able to stay onside and good finish. I think that's 5-5 for Hoyland. And remember what I told you guys, when Hoyland scored that first goal against Villa, kind of coming back full circle, right? Once he scores that first one, the goals are gonna come in patches. They're gonna come. He's gonna go on a run, and that run is continuing. And eventually will end, right? He's gonna go a game in the Premier League without scoring, but long may it continue. And he looked good. It was a simple striker's finish. Just hold your line. The ball's gonna get nodded to you right in front of the goal. Slide right past Martinez's legs, and went up 1-0. But I said this on Staffy during the halftime. I said United, when they go up 1-0. It's kind of like a no, right? The game is still like I think the team is gonna score right away, and we're just back to level, right? So once that second one goes in, then I feel a little more comfortable. But Villa got the momentum right away, and they started threatening us. They started peppering us, and I was like, how are we going to survive this? And we struggled to survive, to be honest, for a long period of time. I thought we did terrible in terms of covering the gap. I thought that our right hand side, Villa's left hand side, Garnacho was not doing a good enough job man marking Alex Moreno. He was able to do those decoy runs. Dallo kind of bit for them a couple times, which allowed Jacob Ramsey to just run right past him on the underlap, and they did a good job, but they couldn't find the net. Onana had a couple good saves. Nice of Onana to actually make a save for once in his life. I appreciate that. So this guy confuses me. In Champions League, he's the worst goalkeeper of all time, but in the Premier League, he's actually a capable goalkeeper. Ridiculous. This guy, he must have hated the UCL anthem or something, right? But yeah, I thought the first half we should have played a little bit better. I thought we were better in the first half than the second half in terms of creating chances. We got comfortable on the ball. I thought Kobe was decent on the ball. A couple nice little lofted passes. I thought Garnacho had a good shot with his left foot where he cut past the fullback. But obviously he shot it wide, but that was a good move. I thought Rashford was threatening a little bit. Obviously, I thought he was actually more threatening in the second half, to be fair, before he got subbed off, which makes no sense. But I thought he was decent. But first half overall was meh. We were lucky to go in 1-0, but at that point, you just go in 1-0 at halftime, and you're like, hopefully you have a good second, a good halftime talk, and just kind of come on in the second half with a little bit more aggression, try to get that second goal, and kind of just see out the game. But we'll talk about why we didn't do that, right? But we'll go through the comments real quick. Yeah. Why not? Spursy, Mikel, Arteta love Arsenal free. Yeah, that's a long last name. But thank you for saying that. AFC Chris, what's up, my boy? Grabbing them. Jake, Garnacho too lightweight. Yeah, we'll talk about Garnacho when we talk about like individual performances. And the Gunner 666 Scorpio. So ETH in then no. There's no ETH in. There's no ETH. I mean, with Ten Hag, I've always said this, right? I don't see a long-term future with him. I don't think he can lead us to anything in terms of glory, which is what I obviously aspire to eventually get back to. I don't think he'll be the manager for that. I've always said that he will probably see out the rest of the season. And if we do end up getting top 4, I do think that he will stay for next season. I think they'll give him the one summer, but the pressure will obviously be on to see how he needs to start the next season off quick, right? Like no terrible start next season. I think if he gets a terrible start next season, he's out the door. Kind of how what Chelsea did with Tuchel, right? Just like he gets a very short leash. But I think that's what's going to end up happening. Obviously, the manager rumors have kind of died down. And I've always said this. I said this to Staffy too. I say United are not bad enough to finish outside the top 6. We have too many game changes. We have too many games like this where we just snatch the win right from the grasp, right? We just always snatch those 3 points somehow, some way, right? We do the undefiable. That's the difference between us and Chelsea sometimes, right? Chelsea just don't have that in them to like just get that win out of nowhere. While we do, and we have a lot of games like that, and we're going to continue having a lot of games like that for the rest of the season, which is why what we said. I can see us getting a top 5. I can see us getting a top 4 when you look at the teams ahead of us, right? The top 3, City, Liverpool, Arsenal, that's gone, right? Those are the top 3 certified. No debate about it. Whatever order they finish in, that's for another day. But that 4th, 5th, and 6th spot, especially those 4th and 5th spots, because the 5th spot might end up being UCL, depending on how the English teams do in Europe, which, let's be serious, City are probably the favorites for Champions League. Arsenal look like they can make the Champions League semifinals. Liverpool are the favorites for Europa League. Villa are probably the favorites for Conference League. West Ham do go far in Europe. So more than likely, we'll get that spot. So you look at the 2 teams ahead of us. Villa, Spurs. Villa have to play in Conference League. So I think we're going to finish above Aston Villa. When I really look at them, their form has been terrible. Teams have started to figure them out a little bit. Unai Emery's biggest difficulty is always in the league. When teams adjust to him in the league, how does he fix it? And he's looked like he hasn't really fixed it. And now they finally had their first rough patch under Unai Emery, and they're struggling, right? Spurs, on the other hand, obviously they got the win yesterday, which kind of hurt a little bit in terms of that winner. If it was a draw, that would have been really helpful for us. But they're getting a lot of their guys back. So for them, I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult to catch up to Spurs. They have one game a week as well. If Scott McTominay scored that header against them when we played them in the draw 2-2 on another day, we'd be like 2 points behind right now from Spurs, right? But I think it'll be a little more difficult. But their style of football is so high risk, high reward that they'll drop points when they really should have won, where they should have gotten points. While we're on the opposite, we get points when we really don't deserve them. So it's kind of like that with us, with Man United. The difference between Man United and Spurs, and also they're also Spurs, bro. Oh, they, no disrespect, I really rate their team, but they bottle it when they really shouldn't. So that's my thoughts on top 4. I'm like, it's still on. Obviously, I said we need to win a lot. We need to go unbeaten until City away. because we're losing that game. Let's be serious, right? That's an automatic out. But I think Safi read out the fixture schedule. Luton away, gonna be a tough game. I've been rating what Luton have been doing. Ross Barkley is on my PFA team of the year. That's how good they've been. But you must win that game. You have no other choice. Fulham at home, gotta win that game. No debate about it. Then I think we have Cup and then City away, right? So those next two games, 6 points. Because when you go look at Spurs, guys. I'm not trying to pull it up right now, but go look at Spurs April and May schedule. It's peak. They gotta go to Anfield. They still gotta play City. They still gotta play Arsenal. I think they still gotta play Villa, St. James Park. They got all these tough games. Well, for us, Liverpool and Arsenal gotta come to our ground. Meanwhile, we still got Etihad. Newcastle have to come to our ground. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Obviously, it's like we go by game basis, one game at a time, right? That's my motto, just one game at a time. We move in silence, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, back to the game. Second half, they peppered us. We just got absolutely annihilated. I thought we got lucky to not concede on the counter. Moussa Diaby looked electric. Leon Bailey looked electric. There was one moment where it was like we did a good job getting back 3 defenders, but Leon Bailey was still able to find the hole to thread through Dalo's legs. But Jacob Randy missed the ball, and it was a lot of almost moments for Villa. They were always like one pass away, one shot away, which we got lucky on. But that's the nature of the game, right? And that happens. And we did a good job avoiding that stuff, and we did good. Onana did good. I thought we defended our box pretty well, except for the goal that we conceded. We probably could have cleared it a little bit better. But I thought Varane did a good job defending the box. I thought Dalo again was immense. And those player of the season talks, they're getting louder and louder. And for me, he has to be by far the favorite for player of the season. He's been the most consistent player. He's raised his level in the last month or so when we looked this good. And you just got to give him props. And again, availability is the best ability. And when you look at his fullback partner on the other side, Luke Shaw, another injury, you get more appreciation for Dalo, in my opinion. Like, he stayed fit. He stayed fit. He's tried to provide it. He's played left back when asked. He's played right back when asked. He's gone up the pitch and played right wing if he needs to be. He's inverting when he needs to. All that kind of stuff. That's, for me, what a player this season should mean. He's been the most consistent. He's been the most reliable. And we got to appreciate it. And if we make top 4, Dalo is going to be a big reason of that. And obviously, I've been one of Dalo's biggest critics. And today, he had 2 crosses. I've been his biggest critic when it comes to crossing. I said this is probably the weakest part of his game. And if he ever wants to develop into a top right back for a top team, he needs to improve that. And today, he had 2 crosses that were inch perfect. 2 peaches of a cross. The first one where Choyland should have gone on the end of, but he did it. And the second one for the game-winning goal, obviously to Scott Mctominay, inch perfect cross, bro. That's a perfect cross. That's the type of crosses that Liverpool fans see from Trent every week, right? That was inch perfect cross. So got to give him up for that, game-winning assist and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, in terms of the goal conceded, it happened right after Moussa Diaby came on, and that's when the momentum shifted a lot. You could tell they added the extra attacker. The crowd was roaring. And what do I say about Man United? When we have to face adversity, we always crumble, especially away from home. And we did. We conceded the goal. Sloppy the box defending, sloppy corners given away, sloppy passes, all that kind of stuff. But then Aston Villa did something I did not expect. When you go 1-1 up, when you tie the game up at 1-1, right, and you're home, you more than likely go for the second, right? You become the team on the front foot. They took their foot off the gas. They let us have the ball. And I was like, okay, we weren't progressing it at all, right? But that one moment we scored the goal. It was a good play out the back. Kobe Mainu, excellent touch down the right wing. Got skin past his guy, laid it off for Dalo, and the perfect cross, like I said earlier. So that's a good play. I just don't understand. I don't understand Aston Villa. And that's one other reason why I've been confident with getting past Aston Villa in terms of even in this game, which I predicted the win. I predicted the right score on Saeed. I even told Safi midweek, I told you we're winning this game, right? And I also said we'll finish above them because Unai Emery has shown that he struggles holding leads. He did that at Villarreal in La Liga, which is why he never finished top 4 in La Liga. And he's showing it now with Aston Villa, holding on to that lead, even against Sheffield when they dropped 2 points. Like, bro, you have to be able to win those games. And today they needed to beat us. Today was more it was a must win for us, but it was also a must win for Aston Villa because now we're creeping up the table, and now soon they're gonna have Europe to worry about. So, yeah, bro, it's just it's uncomfortable conversations with Villa. Let's go through a couple of the comments real quick as well. AC Christian 5 out of 6, big 6-1 Chelsea. They play Crystal Palace away. I think they're gonna win that game. Crystal Palace are not good. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting though. I think that might be the first match week this all year, right? That the big six have all won. That's interesting. I can't watch another season with Ten Hag. I agree with you, bro. I can't watch another season. This is what gives you high blood pressure. It's not good for us, man. It's just not good for us, bro. Like that second half was just chaos. It was like watching a basketball match. I like to watch basketball at nighttime. In the morning and the afternoon, I'm just trying to watch football. Well, that's not in the cards with Ten Hag United, and I've just come to terms with it. But it is what it is, especially in away matches, bro. This team can't really control matches at home at Old Trafford. What do you think they're gonna do away from home, right? So yeah, man. Villa should have won. Villa should have won the chances to miss that Walker. They should have won. In terms of chances created and all that kind of stuff, they should have won, but they didn't take the chances. We did. At the end of the game, football's about who's more clinical. Make guy hype, not hype for Arsenal to be 5 6 points clear. I mean, you should be 5.6 points. You should be farther ahead of Spurs and Villa because you guys are meant to be like the super team, right? Best 6 in the league, Declan Rice, best right winger in the league, Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, Martin Odegaard, the chief creator, William Saliba. Like you're meant to be farther ahead of these teams. And you slipped up a little bit, but now you look like you're back and you look like you're better than ever. So I do expect you guys to build a healthier lead on those two clubs. And like I said, top 3 is locked up. Now it's up to you guys to see if you can actually fight for the title against the two big dogs. And today was a perfect example when Emery's plan doesn't work due to quality. But I actually think we just did a good job nullifying them. We defended the space as well in the second. I thought we defended the space as well better in the second half, and we laid our traps better in the second half. And Villa played into those traps, which is why we had numerous counters. We didn't have the shots in terms of Villa had that they had the chances, but we were always one pass away a few times where if that pass got laid off correctly, it's 2-0, it's 3-0. Garnacho, when it was 1-1, Garnacho had a couple shots that he could have scored, make it 2-1, 2-1, 3-1, right? So we had our chances as well. They just didn't look as effortless they didn't look as clean as Villa's maybe. They didn't look as consistent as Villa's, but we had our chances to score more than 2 goals in this game, right? When you play that kind of heavy transition, if you get on the transition, you're gonna have the opportunity at all times. Baz man of the match, he was solid. I think for me, Dalo, especially because he had a lot more defensive work to do with Garnacho not tracking back at times, that kind of stuff. You're a delusional, whatever. A heavy transition play style isn't that bad, but it relies on being super efficient and having 1v1 players with engines. Ten Hag talent ID not being able to spot players that can fit it. Jake, I said that all season. I said that last year too. Like when he said that he wants to be the best transitional team, right? I've always said he's trying to model the Liverpool system, right? But the Liverpool system had efficient men up front. Yeah, Sadio Mane, one of the most efficient left wingers the league's ever seen. You had Mohamed Salah, who's one of the most efficient players the league's ever seen. And then Roberto Firmino, who just connected the dots. Right? Then you had a Fabinho, who's a very efficient DM, recycles the ball, keeps it tidy. Jordan Henderson is probably the least efficient player, right? You have Trent, like a right back. He'll always create a chance. Gini Wijnaldum can crash the box. Robertson, great overlapper, great crosser. And then you get 2 behemoths at center back and Van Dijk, Matip, Konate, Gomez. Like real men, physical center backs that were able to push up, lead the press. Not lead the press, but what's it called? Lead to playing a higher line, able to press up on the attackers and not let them breathe. That's what Liverpool have been able to do. When you look at our team, look at some of the players, maybe like Marcus Rashford to an extent, but the rest of them, Højlund's look good, but Ten Hag's always been lost, right? So it is what it is with that. But I've always said Ten Hag's talent ID. Obviously, this is why Ineos are taking over, and just gotta see what they do. Like how do you want to play this time? About Anthony, really weird talent. You know what? The best thing about today was Anthony Dos Santos did not touch the football pitch. Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus Christ, bro. Hopefully, we're like, was it February? So season ends in May. Hopefully, we're 4 months away from this guy leaving. I pray, man. I pray. I really do pray. Ineos have a record of sacking managers a lot, which can be good and bad. Yeah. Thing is, in today's football, right? You're really not gonna have a manager that lasts that long unless they're an all-timer and Pep and Klopp, right? They're the two that have been the anomalies in the 2010 in terms of manager stability. Every other club have sacked their managers a lot of time, and Juventus with Allegri, right? But that's when the league was a farmers' league, so it was like GG at that point. So even Bayern, right? they've been playing. They've been dominating the league for the last 10 to 11 years. They sack managers about every other year. Kovac got sacked in his first season or the second season. Yeah, he's lasted 1 year and a half. Flick left after 1 year and a half. Carlo left after 1 year. Like, bro, like it's how football is. Rotational, change. So we'll see. I can't lie. When you man and Staffy said easy LFC win over us, I don't know if it was showing or not. It was pissing me off. Regardless, 6-0 now. Chiefs, you must. Yeah, Super Bowl tonight. Obviously, I forgot to do a preview. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't able to get a guess, so my bad, guys. But I do predict the Chiefs win. If you guys want to know that. But for the Liverpool Arsenal game, you know why I didn't predict the Arsenal win? Because you haven't proven to me that you can beat Liverpool when it matters most. You bottled it last year at Anfield. This season, you drew one of them with them at Anfield when you were up 1-0. FA Cup game, you bottled it. You should have shot the shit out of them. Today, last week you did. So I gave my praise on Hassan Chan. I'm like, you dominated them from minute 1 to 90. It was an ass whooping. It was an absolute butt whooping from minute 1 to 90. I got to give credit to that. But it's for me with Arsenal. Always you got to prove they haven't earned my respect in terms of proving it, because last year I was high in the Arsenal bandwagon. I wanted them to win the league because I don't want Man City to win the league, obviously, and I really appreciate the way Arsenal played last year. This year's kind of been different, but I always said Arsenal are more threatening team this year because of the defense, and they showed that. And against Liverpool last week, they were excellent. So sometimes I just gotta hold my hand up with that. Now he actually won man of the match. My point off here. Maguire won man of the match. Fair enough, man. I think Deserbi with better player quality and fixing the low block and some out of possession issues, he can be a top 3 manager role. He could go do that at Barcelona. I want nothing to do with Roberto Deserbi. I don't think he's a Man. I think him at Man United is the biggest bust I've ever seen in my life. In terms of he'll be a bust here. I see it failing right away. The football that he plays, that kind of stuff won't buy Man United. Those 4-0 losses that he'll have to some random team won't fly Man United, right? Those kind of games, it's just never gonna fly here. So it is what it is. Irish, they both knew Arsenal would win when they play free-flowing football, and only City can live with those. The haters can hold that. Well, Greg today's United performance against Arsenal, poor City, and on Tom Brentford getting done. We've got better defenders and finishers than Villa. Pretty much, man. That's how it is. Thoughts on the trade deadline? I'll do a basketball video for that sometime this week, probably. I'll do that. I'll talk about that because Nick's made obviously some moves as well. So we'll do like a contender kind of stuff. I was told Tyler Ray's gone after Fulham away. You know what? It did look gone, bro. And you know what? That Tyler Ray can still be gone because for me, City don't look like they're stopping anytime soon. They look like they're never going to lose a game again. So, yeah, bro. It might still be gone. Facts, Arsenal struggle against LFC. Even Wenger struggled in his later years. Simone Inzaghi, I love. Tell me about respect Inzaghi, bro. That's my number 1 choice for the Man United job if it were to ever come available. But Inter have also signed a lot of managers over the last decade. Obviously, Conte left, which Inzaghi probably would have never even gone here if Inter were rich. Conte probably would have stayed, right? So, which is interesting. Inter solid defensively, makes great midfield. Yeah, I watched the game against Roma yesterday. Class team. Yeah, Ronald Deserbi has some clear flaws, but I'm saying if he can adapt and fix it, obviously, like every manager has to improve, and they take new notes. They adapt. They have different philosophies. Like Eddie Howe is not the same manager that he's at Newcastle that he was at Bournemouth, right? He went away for a year, took a sabbatical, watched more Simeone tape, made him seem more physical, that kind of stuff. And Deserbi needs to do that, right? Because for me, the low blocks are a big issue. He has proven that he has not been able to figure out a low block in the Premier League. That's a massive issue. Bro, especially if you come to Man United. Imagine teams are playing low block against Brighton. Imagine what happens when they come to Old Trafford. They're gonna be playing low blocks all the time, especially when they see you as a gaffer. So you gotta figure it out, bro. Big ups, yeah, bro. Inter, bro. I'm so sad that Inter play Atletico in Champions League in the round of 16 because those two are my dark horses in terms of I think they can win. I think they're the only 2 teams that can actually beat Man City. I'll go as far as to say that, right? So, yeah, man. Stuttgart manager is interesting. I haven't watched that much of them. I think they're doing good things, but I haven't watched that much Bundesliga this year. It's not my favorite league to watch. I'm not gonna lie. Emirates area, you need more than you believe. I have confidence for Etihad, but let me be quiet. Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's false confidence. There's no team in the world should be confident when they're going to Etihad because City have proven that they do not lose big games there. The last time they might have lost a big game there. might have been they technically didn't even lose that game, but it was Spurs in the Champions League where Spurs were able to get enough goals to get past through them on away goals, right? That's the last time City really crumbled at Etihad. And even then, if VR didn't exist, Raheem Sterling scores a winner. So here's a brilliant style. Think Xavi will cook with LFC or should wait extra year. Honestly, I watched the game yesterday by Leverkusen. That was one of the most impressive performances. You're saying, I'd say from a team this season. It looked excellent. I think he's ready for the Liverpool job. I think it'd be better to get him in now. I don't in terms of cooking, I think the first year will be a little harder to adapt. He has to adapt to a new league. Obviously, he's adapted to the Bundesliga with ease, but the Premier League is a little different. But he's shown tactical versatility. He plays a 3-back in the league, but he plays a 4-back in Europa League, depending on player personnel. He's created a very flexible system. The way he uses his fullbacks in Grimaldo and Frimpong, which should make someone like Trent excited to see how Alonso would use him right in the system. Florian Wirtz, obviously he won't have a Florian Wirtz at Liverpool, right? But he'll have a Mohamed Salah. So someone like Darwin Núñez, how they see use him. So it'll be interesting. From a football neutral, like take away my United association, it'd be interesting. I'd love to see Xabi Alonso in the Premier League. I think he's a top coach. I think he has the potential to be one of the best coaches in the world. I want to see what he could cook up post Liverpool with no Jurgen Klopp there. How does he adapt to that? But from a United fan perspective, God forbid he goes to Liverpool, right? That's not fair, bro. They had 9 years with Klopp and then go right away to Xabi Alonso. That's crazy, right? But yeah, I think he ends up at Liverpool unless Real Madrid get into his ear and tell him Carlo has one more year and then we'll come get you. Then he's like, okay, I'll stick one more year at Leverkusen. If they win the league, maybe he tries to defend it. So we'll see. Arsenal title race never started, in my opinion. Not enough quality or certified match winners, and Arteta and Crockett are a problem. Yeah, I'll say that Arsenal stuff maybe if I get like a guest to talk about them. I'd say to avoid the Zerbi, Inzaghi changed his style from Lazio to Inter. Lazio was quick, free-flowing. Now it's controlled attack. If not Inzaghi, who would you take? I don't have a second choice. Maybe Ruben Amorim. I love a 3-back. You guys don't know that I love a 3-back formation. 3-4-3 is my favorite formation of football. I think with the right personnel, with the right coach, that's a formation that can dominate because you have flexibility to make it to defensive formation when you're going up against a top team. But you could also create a very attacking, free-flowing formation with the wingback overlapping the inside winger. If you have a very technical winger, bro, it's a great formation. That's midfield 2, center back. You could have your left center back be a little bit like a ball progressor, like how Bastoni's used at Inter. It's a very interesting formation. I think Ruben Amorim has done a good job at Sporting. So, English people hate a 3-back. Yeah, that's why I don't think United will ever hire a guy like that, right? So, it is what it is. We'll see what I don't know, bro. Obviously, I think Ten Hag's gonna be here next year, so we might have to dial it down with the manager talks. I'm not gonna lie, might have to dial it down. Ron Zerbi was edgy spike hair caused by in the game. It's 96. Yeah, again, bro. I've seen them high press at 96 minute. Brother, you're away from home. Take the point. It's stuff like that, bro. At United, that won't fly. I get it. Stick to his principles. But it's the naivety sometimes. I said the same thing with Ange. Like, I respect it too. Because Ange is the same thing. And I'll be a hypocrite if I say with Ange. I've been a big fan of Ange, but I've always said sometimes the tactical naivety is what's gonna cost some points, right? So seems like a good manager, maybe like personality. Yeah, I mean, obviously we have good connections with Portuguese players, with Portuguese people in general. So we'll see. Obviously, like I said, we might have to dial it down. Graham Potter's gonna be in the mix, all that kind of stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, anything else on the game, guys? Any other questions about the game? But yeah, I thought in terms of the performance, it wasn't the best performance, but it was a professional performance. And it's our first win against a top 9 side under Ten Hag. Finally did it. Go figure, it's against one of the best teams at home in the league. This club is so weird, so bipolar. But we just got the job done. I think my boy H on Twitter, good analyst, talked about like the way we set up and the shape. And we did a good job kind of defending the spaces. And we did do a good job off the ball for the most part. Honestly, they were able to attack some spaces, but once they got the ball into the box, they had a couple clear cut shots, right? Which is always going to happen. We had a lot of box shots, which we defended really well. And the box defending under Ten Hag is probably one of the box defending at Man United under Ten Hag has probably been one of the biggest strengths. who's done a good job defending our box for the most part. So, what do you think of your friend Casemiro? Horrible today. Casemiro, bro. I tweeted this in the first half, guys. I'm gonna follow me on Twitter, obviously. I'm Michael. Twitter's right there. I'm Michael _ Griggs26. I tweeted in the midfield, where you have the captain, Bruno Fernandes. You have a 5-time Champions League winner in Casemiro, right? 5-time. Then you have an 18-year-old kid, Chloe Menu. The 18-year-old is the most mature player. How does that end up happening? Casemiro also, by the way, did you guys see in the second half when he started diving in for a lunge, like he tried to lunge in for a tackle up high up the pitch? My brother, don't do that. There's no reason for that. First of all, you're in a yellow card, so if you connected with that tackle, red card, adios, suspension. Please, bro. Please. Some composure. That's all I asked for Casemiro. But he actually was second half. He was pretty decent with the ball. I'm not gonna lie. I saw a nice little couple lofted passes. Nice first time pass. I'm like, okay, Casemiro. I see you tight spaces as well. I'm like, okay. I was impressed with the second half. He's much better in the second half than the first half. I'll say that. My dog, CK. How dare you be happy with your club winning a game? You should be miserable because we're going to dominate possession. It's each their own, bro. Everyone celebrates whichever way they want, right? It is what it is. People just celebrate the way they want. Some people obviously have higher aspirations and just like wins don't move them like that no more. And it is what it is. Obviously, some people have like what's called Staffy. He has more of like a long-term vision, which I hear, bro. Like some these wins are papering over the cracks. Let's be serious. They are papering over the cracks. Someone said that in the earlier comment. It is what it is, right? But United have cost me so much depression this year. I gotta take my wins. When the wins happen, you gotta take them, right? You just gotta be happy about them. That's what it is with the end of the day. So to each their own. It is what it is. Big up my dog JJ. Big up Griggsy. JJ, good football knowledge right there, JJ. Jake L says Farioli at Nice looks good out of possession, good defensive record. Yeah, I think their defensive record is excellent, but attacking wise, uncomfortable. But they don't have that many attackers. But I don't think he's not ready for United job at all, like at all. So yeah, anything else? But yeah, Casemiro I thought was much better in the second half in possession, out of possession, still sometimes spooky. He shouldn't have gotten a card though because that was not a foul. Matty Cash dived. But it is what it is. The refs are inconsistent. But you take that with a pinch of salt. But anything else, guys? Any other questions? 20 goals scored is terrorism. Probably, yes. It's clip, bro. They don't score goals. They don't have many good attackers, to be fair. I think their strength in defense with Todibo, Dante, Thuram in midfield. So, yeah, they're not the strongest. I think Terrell Murphy's their striker. He's at AFCON right now. So, but yeah, they had a good start to the season, but now I think like 10 points behind PSG. So yeah, that will probably JJ, you might have missed it, bro. I gave that plenty of prop. I said my man of the match today. The month should be a lock for him in February. He's looked excellent. Good performances again. And like I said, player of the season, bro. Dalo's got that locked up. And I've always been of the thought process. I want you right back. Dalo might be swaying me a little. I'm not gonna be fully convinced, bro. I'm not gonna get a trick, but if I see this to the rest of the season. With Dalo, obviously, he could have a bad game then and there, but 80% consistent performances like that, I think he definitely deserves to stay. And I think Wan-Bissaka's out the door anyway. But you take it, bro. We're so shit, but we need to just keep it going, finish as high up as possible, and hope Ineos sack him in the season. I don't think Ineos sack him, right? But top 4 for me is crucial because first of all, we need all the money we can get, bro. We're broke. Guys, we're broke. Go into your pockets is empty. So it's GG when it comes to that. So we need as much money as we could get. The only hope is even if Ten Hag is here in the summer and we get the top 4, he's not involved in transfer decisions and the club go with what they want. That's what my hope is. And you rep regardless, but yeah. I agree with that. But with Dalo, if Dalo continues playing at this level, you can go get like a younger right back maybe. And just like help try to control his development. Luis does him in that transition. Bro, I saw Yuri Tillemans run past Casemiro, by the way. That's crazy. Bro, getting run past by Yuri Tillemans is crazy. He's the slowest player I've ever seen in my life. Bro, we have a whole video when we see people run solo of Yuri Tillemans. He's the go-to meme. That's crazy. I don't get how out of possession, how open United are. It's weird no transition control. It's a coaching issue, but it's also a player issue. Some of these guys don't know how. Some of these guys are too over eager to get the ball. They're ball watching, so they leave the space open. communication. Like for me, I talked about it. Garnacho and Dallo were not communicating in the first half, right? That's why Moreno kept running past him. France was able to take the underlap. It's a mixture of both. It's coaching issues, but it's also communication. As a team, you have to communicate at all times. City players are always in sync with each other most of the time, right? Communication. I'm confident Ineos will sack him. New management equals one old manager, and Ineos have sacked so many managers. Yeah, I mean, I think they're gonna try to like grasp what the public, what the fan opinion is of Ten Hag. The money situation, obviously, it's gonna cost some money to sack him. By the way, it's not gonna be free. Ten Hag is gonna have the opportunity to kind of pitch his plan of what his vision is at Man United. He's gonna have to be more actually accurate with it this time because he's not getting interviewed by the Glazers. He's getting interviewed by Omar Barada, Sir Jim, Sir Dave Brailsford, those kind of people, the new DOF, all that kind of stuff. So I think he'll get the chance to interview, and we'll see what happens after that. We forget Dallo's like 24. He keeps improving, which he has during his time here. Will be, yeah, bro. He's definitely proven that. Rashford doesn't dribble. He doesn't go. I saw that in the first half. Second half, he was, bro. He was cooking Matty Cash until he got subbed off. That was peak Matty Cash. Didn't know where he was going, bro. He's going left, right. Get that guy in that. But yeah, he does need to dribble one more. He thinks too much in his head, bro. Sometimes, bro, you don't have to think, bro. Forget thinking. Just go with your instinct, right? A new board are definitely gonna want a fresh start. It's possible, bro. Obviously, like I don't know what they're gonna do. They might decide to sack him. They might not. The only people that know is Ineos, right? And obviously the Glazers are probably gonna have to approve of it somewhat. Maybe they're the one that hired him. They might just want everyone that's got hired by the Glazers gone, right? So you never know. Okay, guys, how many likes are we on? I don't even know. This is why I should have the video open on the side screen, but that's my fault. I want to start over Garnacho. Yo, all my bros, we might have to give it up. We might have to give it up. We might have to give it up. I don't. Kind of how to rate him. It's GG, bro. It's so clip. Nacho, by the way, is ball striking one of the worst. Like, you know what? I'm tired of talking about Garnacho. I had a whole argument on Twitter about him yesterday. I said he's not Real Madrid quality. I said he'll never be Real Madrid quality. I had people in my quote tweets saying, "Why are you judging him this early?" Yada yada. He can be a top 10 winger in the world. I'm like, not really, but you know what? He's strong. I hope he does, bro. I hope he proves me wrong. He's a young man United. I always want to see the youth succeed here. So, big debate on Saeed channel the other day with Marcel. It was a good debate. It was a debate. Obviously, got a little heated between panelists, but that's what happens when you debate. Sometimes just sometimes debate leads to tension. But yeah, it was a good debate. Obviously, if you guys, for you that didn't watch it, for some reason, De Jong is obviously might leave Barcelona. If Ten Hag is here, I expect us to be at the front of the queue. I personally listen. If Frankie comes to Man United, I'm happy in terms of it's a quality midfielder that we don't have, right? But I'd rather a different profile for me to pair with Mainu in the pivot. I don't think a Bruno Mainu De Jong midfield works in the Premier League. That just lacks personal physicality, lacks height, lacks a lot of things. So it is what it is, right? But we'll see. Obviously, I don't know what's going to happen with De Jong. I think Arsenal, if De Jong is on the market, I think Arsenal go get him, in my opinion. I think he's tailor-made for that left center mid role because he'll take the first phase responsibilities off Declan Rice. Declan Rice is allowed to be more of a box-to-box, and then he has the legs to cover for De Jong in transition. So I think if De Jong is a smart man, that Arsenal team is tailor-made for him. That's all I'm going to say. Ahmad instead of Bruno. And we eating good, bro. Bruno Fernandes, brother. I've tried with Bruno. I've tried defending him. I've tried giving him benefit of the doubt. After last year, what's it called? After last year, like he had a good season last year. I'm like, okay, back-to-back seasons, please, I beg. He's reverted back to type. Some of these passes, bro, just control it, bro. First time, the physicality levels are shocking, bro. He's so bad at winning duels. But he's the captain, so like I don't see him going anywhere. I don't see him going anywhere until next summer. I'm not gonna lie. I said that. So it is what it is. Ding Dong Rice. What do you want? Yeah, that's a great midfield, bro. That's what I said, bro. If he's a smart man, he goes there, right? That's my opinion from a neutral perspective. Man City as well potentially. But I don't really see it. I see Arsenal as the best fit for him. I need a 6, a 10 before 8. I agree. Depends on price. Our squad building and recruitment jelly has been the worst in all of football. And there's definitely been worse, maybe. But for a big club, we definitely are the worst for pound. So if you go pound for pound, we definitely are with the money that we have available to us. I've been a Bruno hater since 2021. Bro, Bruno, I was done with him after 2021. But then last season, I'm like, okay, I see where you're going. The chance creating was always awesome. He did a good job in terms of dropping deeper, not forcing it. But this year, he's gone back to type. I think the football, bro. People say that Bruno thrives in chaos ball. Bro, he does not thrive in chaos ball at all. Chaos ball makes him so much worse because then he buys into it and he does these stupid passes. Last year we played actually a little bit more controlled. He wasn't doing this. Oh yeah. Prediction for summer signings. Branthwaite's the only one I think is a lock. That's the only. I think Jared Branthwaite's the only lock. Is the only lock I think. After that, I don't know. Right wing could be Elise. Elise is the Ineos favorite. Nico Lim is the scout's favorite. Joshua Xerxes is a scouting favorite for the 9. Different profile from Holland, which I kind of like. Midfield, I've heard Onana, I've heard Leifer, I've heard a bunch of names. But I think Jared Branthwaite for me, I think Branthwaite and Todibo are Man United put in the summer. I think we signed 2 center backs. Where we go from there, I don't know. I generally don't know. But that's my only 2 that I could really predict. I think are like 90% confident are gonna happen. Get me Eze from Palace. I'd rather Eze from than Elise, but it is what it is, right? So we'll see. I say Arsenal might get Zubamendi. He's Arteta's guy, depending on FDJ. Yeah, Zubamendi. It might happen. I heard Arsenal really high on him, but I don't know if he wants to leave Sociedad. Depends if they get UCL. I think if Sociedad don't get UCL football again, which they might not. If Girona keep this pace up, then he might leave. But we'll see. Arsenal gonna have a strong summer, in my opinion. They got the funds, back-to-back years of UCL football as well, so they're chilling. Great player, but Elise isn't direct enough for my. Yeah, I'm the same. I'm the same as you, bro. I want direct wingers. Ericsson, micromanage, Maguire, Lindelof, Casemiro, Varane, and hopefully Bruno to Saudi leave. I actually want Varane to stay. If you saw me at Saudi, I talked about that. I said, I think his defending experience is crucial. He's got his time to lower wages, and I think you just use him in big games where you're gonna have to be defending a lot. I think Varane is the perfect fit. I feel like Varane Branthwaite, bro. That's locked down. Right? So we'll see. But I'd keep him personally because we have to keep 2 center backs. So Leach is the only center back for me. I did a couple articles on this. I said Leach is the only guaranteed center back to stay next year. Evans' contract is up. Varane's contract is up. Lindelof and Maguire have attention from other clubs. So, let's see. Cheeky 100, bro. I'll take that with a heartbeat. 50-50 each, bro. Actually, no. Let's calm down. I want 70 mil for Bruno. Let's not gas it, bro. Yeah, Varane been top, man. I wouldn't mind selling him, but yeah, change my mind. When will the Legion injury become an issue? They are an issue. They are an issue. That's why I said sign Branthwaite. Sign one of the best young left center backs in the world, not in the world, in the Premier League. That lessens the blow. Whenever Leach is out, if I have Branthwaite there, I'm comfy. And Branthwaite can also play right center back. He can play central. Right, he can play left central and right center back in the back 3. Very flexible. He goes play left back. So that's what you need, bro. Where's the manager video? I haven't done it because I think the pressure on Ten Hag has lessened a little bit. So if the pressure rises again, that's when I'll do it more. But I think right now it's like I just don't see him getting sacked, you know? Maybe 45 for Cass and 55 for Bruno. I could deal with that. But yeah, I think that should be pretty much it. Not much else to talk about. Big one, once again, big one for United. Bro, you know what? I hope they lose the price for him, Chris. I really do. He even slipped, bro. He didn't even get body. He slipped. We blame the Etihad for that. Water the grass more, please. Thank you. But yeah, I think top center back, guys. But yeah, once again, big one for United. Now we're 5 points off Aston Villa. We're 6 off the top 4. We'll see what happens, isn't it? Like, see what outcome predictions. I I predict and I want Nigeria to win because I got a couple of Nigerian friends, especially from the timeline. I want to see them win. Hope them the best, and I also don't know many Ivorians like that. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm sure it'll be a good final, and I'll wish them the best for both teams. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Once again, big win. We move on. Luton away next. Ross Barkley audition. No, I'm joking. Low key though. Nah, but yeah, it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a tough match. We'll see what happens, right? It'll be a tough game. 2-1 Nigeria, I feel. Yeah. Obviously, Ivory Coast at our home, right? It's their home pitch, home ground. So, because see some sketchy stuff happening. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. But as a man whose country has won on opposition's home pitch in a tournament final when we played Portugal, hey man, anything can happen, right? Sometimes it's a curse to play in front of your home ground in the final because the pressure is even higher on you, right? You must win. I remember France in the Euros. It was 2016. It was in France, Paris. Portugal beat them. Like the pressure is crazy. Another big win. You're not used to it, bro. This season has been dragging and dragging and dragging. They showed like the Premier League table on the side on NBC Sports today, and it said 24 games. I'm like, I still have 14 things. I still have 14 more games, not counting FA Cup. Chi Noria, Omar says, bro. It's clip. My boy Nico Williams needed. Yeah. It's how he told me Elise over. That's crazy, but Nico Williams. But I think Arsenal. I think he's not bad. Barca, bro. I think these guys are gonna pull like a lever out of their behind and just somehow figure out a way to get him right. But we'll see. How much you think for Branthwaite? 60? Yeah, 55, 60. I think what the price. That's what the price will be. And for me, I'll pay that, bro. If everything get relegated, then maybe you could try to finesse a little bit more. Maybe offer like a swap deal or something. Like Mctominay and like 25 mil. Sounds good to me. Yeah, by the way, Scott McTominay. We gotta be able to get 40 mil off him, right? This is the best 6-man the league's ever seen, bro. This guy's coming off the bench every game and scoring. This is crazy. Surely someone, I'm telling you, West Ham, bro. You got that 40 mil ready for him, bro. I promise you. You saw today, bro. 6-0. Scott McTominay on the pitch, that's not happening. I'm telling you. But yeah. Scott McTominay, man. Every time I say this guy coming on is a terrible sub, he scores. It's ridiculous. Did it at Wolves. Did it today. He's the guy that can't be defeated. He's a cat. He has like 9 lives. You can't defeat Scott McTominay. But I appreciate the goal from him. Scott McTominay's not going to Saudi, bro. He'll come back within 2 months like Jordan Henderson did, bro. Give me Premier League money for Scott McTominay, man. I'm begging. We need that. But yeah. Amorim, 4-0 versus Braga. Special coach, man. Is he losing 4-0 or is he winning 4-0? I also have to set my bets for the Super Bowl, bro. GG, guys. Oh, they're up 4-0. Yeah, bro. Quaresma. Oh, Eduardo. Is that Quaresma's brother or something? That's crazy. Gyökeres is a good striker. Gonçalves. Yeah, I told people, bro. This back three, bro, is crazy. I don't even know who's in that midfield. I'm not gonna lie, but Trinca, yeah. Special coach. The top of the league now too. Special coach. I need Bird out on the phone to go ahead, bro. He's not garden leave right now, so he better be making the calls. Need a 49ers win tonight. Chiefs Dynasty is bad for my health. First of all, being a Chargers fan is crazy, bro. My condolences. That's might be the most cursed franchise in sports. But yeah, go Chiefs. Patty Mahomes is my boy. That's my dog. I want to see him win another ring because we got GOAT talk to enter. Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator, won 2 Super Bowls with my team. So, yeah, it's my dog too. I also don't need to see Brock pretty hype like that, man. So, I'm good, man. Yeah, Chargers, give it up, brother. Give it up. This is GG. Wasn't get Crows at like Brighton, the championship team. Yeah, he was at Coventry. He almost led them to promotion last year. But his price is kind of mad though. They want like 80 mil for him. They got to give that up too. That's crazy. But yeah, he's a good striker. I don't know if you guys noticed this, bro, but European teams are really clocking the championship. Like Nathan Tella scored for got the assist yesterday for Leverkusen. He's been really good for them. He was in the championship last year with Burnley, Southampton as well. Championship is where you gotta buy it. Not a lot. Are you doing a collab with Cypher? I will not be home for the Super Bowl. I'm going out, drink, wings, pizza, all that kind of stuff. I'm not trying to Super Bowl. I'm trying to go out, just enjoy with friends and stuff like that, you know. But I'll be tuning in a little. I'll be tuning on the side to side stream. It'll be funny. But yeah, I'm not trying to be home for that. Of course, I put you. I got you with the basketball video, bro. I promise you. 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 Diomande hype has gone down. Time to ball in a little. Well, he's at AFCON right now, right? He's been kind of mid there, but the physicality of AFCON, some cannot compete. Some cannot compete. He's cold technically by heavy Portugal tax. Yeah, bro. That could be the case. I watched a little bit. I've been impressed with what I'm seeing. Some people that I really rate in terms of their analysis have been very high on him, but I get it, bro. Gonçalo Ramos might have ruined the market for strikers in the Portuguese league. I'm not joking. Gonçalo Ramos might have ruined the rep. So he's not been mid. Thinks he's hurt. He's been hurt. I think he was like he was high in the first game. I remember I watched him play, but I don't know. Diomande, it's like he was the flavor of the month, right? But obviously, like if he looks like an Arsenal, he'll be top, bro. So Arteta has proven that he can coach defenders and he can improve them. So it's all about the situation you end up in, right? And the coach you work with. So certain coaches really improve certain type of players, right? Like Conte was always a striker whisperer, that kind of stuff. Lenny Yoro, PSG bound. Yeah, I think he's PSG bound or Madrid bound. He's gonna do over on there, bro. Like we're interested, but like I think PSG or Madrid. I think he should go PSG if I was him. I think Madrid might be a little bit too early for him, but we'll see. Monday, he's a tactical favorite. It is what it is. So is Branthwaite, to be fair though, but he's cold. Sima Khan too was gas for big. I think he's still got. I think a lot of people still have him as like a top target for like center back, right back hybrid. A lot of teams want that still, so I think he's still very popular for that. Someone like Liverpool maybe could go for him because like when Trent's out or something like that. Obviously, Connor Bradley's now around in the scene, so maybe not. Yeah. Maybe like I think Arsenal maybe that's a good backup for Ben White because similar roles and that kind of stuff. Can we talk about how Bayern are finished here real quick? Bayern are finished. I told you people when we played them twice. I told you guys they were ass. I really said this, bro. They don't look good. I think Tuchel's a problem for any United fan that wanted Tuchel. Spooky settings, bro. They were so bad yesterday. They were so bad. They got beaten from minute 1 to 90. I think Tuchel had no idea what he was doing with the tactics. And Harry Kane, bro. I rate Harry Kane as an all-timer in terms of ability and stuff like that, but no disrespect. That loser stench is just gonna follow him for the rest of his career. And Bayern doubled down on it with Eric Dyer. Starting Eric Dyer in a must-win Bundesliga game and what could potentially be a title decider. Terrible decision. And also setting up your goalkeeper while you're up 2-0 in a league that the tiebreakers are determined by goal difference. Probably not the smartest idea, right? Because if they lose the league by 1 goal, right? That's the goal you look at. But anyway, Bayern finito. Champions League, they'll get past Lazio, but they'll get knocked out by the next team they play. Because if you look at the teams in the league, in the what's it called, in the Champions League left, Madrid beat them, City beat them, Arsenal beat them. They'll beat Barcelona because PTSD. Winner of Atletico Inter beats them. And the team, PSG, I think it beat them. I don't think they can mark Mbappe. So yeah, it's peak for them, bro. It's super peak, and the fact that their monopoly might get dominated now. It's over. They need to rebuild. But yeah, you're trying to get rid of Kimmich. I mean, Kimmich is a spooky player sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I rate Kimmich. He's a good player, but some people gas him up too much. Like, bro, Kimmich. Like, I remember like Kimmich versus Declan Rice was a combo, bro. I'm taking Declan Rice all day. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm being serious here, but it is what it is. But yeah, I think that should be it, guys. Any last questions before we log off? Because I got to stream at 3:30, so in an hour. No, not an hour. Is that 45 minutes? I think it's 45 minutes. On Trafford Tunnel, my boy, if you guys know Ty from Never Foul, I'll be streaming with him. And yeah, A-listers on Tuesday this week. And then me and Staffy, obviously, our weekly show. I really want to see Alonso stay at Leverkusen and UCL. I like that shot, I'm not going to lie. We got to find some diamond in the rough for a manager because all the other clubs are looking for a manager this summer. I think Ineos already have an idea, bro. It's just it all depends on if they pull the trigger, right? It's pretty much all you can say. But yeah, any last questions, guys? I'll give it like about 30 seconds before I log off. Oh. Nah, but I love answering questions, but I haven't eaten breakfast. You know what it is? I woke up like 30 minutes before the United game, brushed my teeth, and obviously, what's called having eaten breakfast. I want to go eat before the next game. And Richmond DOF, I will be there, bro. I told people this. Give me the job, man. Give me the job. I got you guys. I already got people. I got a couple people I want to recruit on the staff. My boy Lapiochi from Twitter. You guys know, you know. But yeah. Yeah, all right. So appreciate you guys for anyone that tuned in. We stayed at about 15 consistent viewers. We hit 40 when the redirect happened. Obviously, I don't know. I think staff set me up to be the opposite end in today's stream. Getting the best of it. I don't even know how to hire a manager. Actually, if I get given like free reign to pick a manager, any manager in the world, like regardless of money is like unrealistic, bro. Bring me Diego Simeone, and that's what we're bringing here. Or Inzaghi. But yeah, appreciate everyone that tuned in. Liked, I don't know how many likes we're at. If we hit 20 likes, I'll be happy. Don't even know if we got any subs. I'll check that after. I should start having like the YouTube studio on the side stuff. I don't have my second screen with me because I'm not home. I'm in a different place. But yeah, appreciate all you guys. I'll try to go live this week sometime. Obviously, it's gonna be a little difficult because UCL's back now, so that takes away that time slot, right? So it'll be a little bit more difficult. But yeah. Thank you, Anfield Joe. Exactly 20 likes. All right, there we go. That's progress. Next video, next live, next weekend we go for 40 likes, right? Progress. But yeah. Let's go. But yeah. Tune in to Traffic Tunnel at 3:30, so 8:30 p.m. UK time for me and Ty. 8 listeners on Tuesday on This Is Football. You guys will obviously be there, right? Me and Staffy on his channel, obviously. I think Wednesday probably, I'd say. Me and CK on his channel probably tomorrow. But that might be pre-recorded. But yeah, it's gonna be, you guys will be seeing me there. And then yeah, I'll try to do a video. I'll try to do a basketball video this week because I think the All-Star break is next weekend. So we got a little break from basketball. So maybe like next Friday or something like that, right? So yeah, let me know if you guys want like a Super Bowl reaction tomorrow. I might just cook one up in the morning, right? So yeah, appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.